everybody.
Hey, everybody. How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going?
How's it going?
How's it doing, people? I don't know.
How's it going?
I tried something new and it didn't work.
It didn't work. Not so good. But that's okay. Everybody loves you, baby. Everybody loves you.
I love you guys, too. Thanks for watching, by the way.
Hey, this intro is getting much too long. But hello, everybody. If you don't already know, I'm Kathy.
I'm Tom.
And we're the Marvelous Donohues. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys.
Welcome.
I know. Welcome. And look, let me tell you something. We're still at the hotel, and we decided to go ahead and film episode 2 of Moon Knight. You know, for some reason, you guys, I keep wanting to call it Moonlight. But speaking of light,
that's the Bruce Willis. That's the Bruce Willis show back in the 80s.
It is.
You might be thinking about.
It is.
Sorry, we're dating ourselves. If you've all watched Moonlight back in the 80s, let us know.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of Bruce Willis, we are sending our love to you. I know you had that diagnosis. When we heard about it that night, we watched one of our favorite
Die Hard episodes.
Yeah, Die Hard. We watched 2 of them, I think.
Yeah.
But
we did watch 2 of them.
We
over the weekend, yeah.
We watched 2 of them because you know, buddy, we love you.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a little John McClane in all of us.
That's right. I know. Mm-hmm. I love those movies.
We do too. Yeah.
You know, because the good guy wins. I love it when the good guy wins.
Yeah.
And listen, you guys, it's been a long time since we did an intro. Excuse our glasses because we're still at the hotel and we decided we didn't have our ring light. We're taping on our phones. So we decided to move in front of the window, the huge picture window that we have at the hotel to give us the light that we need. We got our lamp as backlight, but we both have transitions glasses. So they have transitioned to sunglasses.
We thought we'd look a little bit more Hollywood look. we got that. We got the movie star look now.
Yeah, let us know if we look Hollywood. But we are trying everything we can to get these episodes out. But we always try to do our best, and we want them to look good. If you're new here, like I said, my name is Kathy.
I'm Tom.
And we call ourselves the Marvelous Donohues, and we are the best review show of Marvel on the internet,
on the planet, and any multiverse that you are visiting, have visited, or want to visit, or may not have wanted to come and visit. We are.
He's covered everything.
Everything.
Everything. But guess what, you guys? By the time you see this,
long dramatic pause. What's going to happen?
Tom and I will be back from the multiverse.
And that's actually one of our last videos.
It's in our last video, you guys.
Uh-huh.
If you haven't seen it, stop this video and go back and watch
That's
it.
right.
Because Tom and I travel to Atlanta and we find the multiverse. It's not this video. It's not the one before this.
It's the one before that.
The one before that. So go back 2 videos and catch us in the multiverse.
That's right. It was we found a major attraction for one of the Marvel TV shows on DisneyPlus. Mm-hmm. So we won't tell you what that is now.
We won't tell you, but
go back 2 videos.
Mm-hmm. The clue is Loki, and that's all we're gonna say.
That's a good clue.
That's a very good clue.
That's why I wore my hair like this. See, this is kind of the old Loki.
Listen, you guys, Tom's hair is getting too long. Every time we walk past a barber shop, he's like, listen, is it time? Is it time? He got people at work asking him, hey, Tom, when you go get a haircut?
I'm working from home now. They don't ask anymore.
But listen, let's get started with episode 2 of Moon Knight. Tom really did the driving last time. So this time I'm going to do a little bit of the driving. And you know what, you guys? I'm going to get a little heady on this one. In this episode, we find our hero, Stephen, and his alter ego, Mark, in battling with each other. Think about this, you guys. What if you woke up tomorrow and found out there were two people living in your body? You thought they were dreams, but you were actually had a double life. My double life, I'm Katrina, secret agent. And that's kind of like what Mark finds out, right, Tom?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, it's like Stephen's like, you know, why are all these things happening with me? And then, you know, he starts to realize that there's somebody inside him, somebody named Mark, and this episode is interesting because they start talking to each other, and like Stephen will be walking by a mirror and there'll be another image, an opposite image of him, but he won't have the same personality, won't have the same demeanor. He's like, well, you know, he's more, the other image, Mark, is more assured, more confident, more suave, I guess, if we want to call him that, more courageous, and Stephen is still kind of mild-mannered Clark Kent or mild-mannered Bruce Wayne kind of guy.
Right. Stephen is just a regular guy, so he thought. He was like, wow, I have these interests. I work at the museum. He no longer works in the museum.
Got fired. Or sacked, as they call it in England.
Because he actually destroyed the bathroom and a few exhibits.
Yeah,
so.
That's kind of what happens when you do all that.
Yes. So,
but was it him?
Of course, it was not. As we all know, it was Mark. So he finds a key in Mark's stuff when he got arrested. And he finds his way to a storage bin. And the guy knows him there. He's like, of course, guy, I know you. He's like, do you know me? He was like, yes, I do know you. You know, of course, you're bin 42. So he takes him to this bin, and there's a cop there. You're welcome. Hey, no offense to the English, because they're going to be like, that accent is terrible.
I liked it. I hope you all like it. Let us know how you feel about that accent.
Let us know if you do any British accents or Russian like Valenia.
Yevlena Belova?
Yeah, so let us know. But he makes his way there, and then things just start to happen. The story starts to unfold. Let me tell you, you know how I am. Guys, you know me by now. I'm super, super skeptical when the new shows come out. And then I'm like, I love them. But I was skeptical about this show, but I thought it was going to be, like, too scary. If you guys don't know, Tom and I, especially me, I do not like the scary things with zombies. So I thought
we're not zombie.
Right.
We're not like new school vampire people.
Yes.
I mean, you know, we'll watch Twilight and stuff like that.
Twilight.
But plug for Twilight a lot. But anyway, but that's kind of tame compared to some things I've seen. So.
Yeah, no, you're right. I am more PG-13, and that's exactly what this is. But the way that the two characters are fighting each other, you know, in one scene, and this is a really funny scene. In one scene, they've met the nemesis, and what is his name again, Tom? Ethan Hawke.
Oh, Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get my other notes here. Arthur Harrow.
I think they're just calling him Harrow, maybe.
We'll
I don't know.
Harrow.
Yeah, let's call him Harrow. And he is like, he knows, he's explained the story of the good and evil and two gods. So you guys don't know, there are two gods that are vying for control, it seems like, of the country or the world.
Yeah, we'll just say the world, because we don't really know. Here's what I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think you know what Khonshu on his side and Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed.
Is and that's the goddess that Ethan Hawke's character is marching to. What their intents are.
Right. So you got these two conflicting gods vying for control of the world, right? And one thing that I noticed that that is Khonshu actually good.
That's the big question.
Yeah, because I think sometimes when he's talking when it was Steven, hey, you fool, Steve. He's like, why you let this guy control this body? He's an imbecile or whatever.
Yeah.
He's very insulting and very scary looking.
Yeah.
So when Steven meets the nemesis and he's like kidnapped and taken to meet the Herald guy. And he gets out and he's like, listen, we're all good here. And it seems like, his hair's kind of like Tom. He's like walking around and everybody's adoring him. Yeah. But he's actually, crazy.
But he does kill people.
He does.
When they do if you watch the episodes, he's got that little like weight or whatever it is that he puts on people's arms. Right. You can't see my arm.
Oh, he puts it in his hands.
Yeah.
And it balances. The cane. Okay, hold on. He puts the cane in people's hands, and he has a tattoo of
with scales.
Scales. And he says, listen, if you're a good person, the scales are going to be fine and they'll be even. And then if you're a bad person, his tattoo turns red and then he like sucks the life out of you or something. It's pretty gross.
I don't know. Yeah. Not seeing that too good.
No, but he's not. But he claims that he Ahmed are saving the world. It's gonna be a great world. He tells everybody after before he kills them, oh, I wish you could be here to enjoy this new life that we're gonna have once she is back in power.
Yes.
So in this episode, he gets tell him about the suit thing.
Oh, okay. So some of the funny things you talked about a little bit before, but I think the funniest thing was that he's Layla. Oh, let's go back to Layla. So last episode I think we talked about, and he meets her on the phone. Well, she comes in. Well, she's in person, and she comes in, and she's actually Mrs. Mark Spector. Okay, so but she meets Steven, and she's like, all right, you want to get divorced? Here's the divorce papers, all this. So he meets her. And they go along, and they're trying to get away from all these bad dudes, bad spirits.
Well, but she doesn't believe that he's not marked.
Right.
She thinks that he's undercover and just
playing the game with her.
It's like, what are you
Why are you
talking
talking in English accent? Because remember, if you don't know, Mark doesn't talk as a speaking an English accent, but Steven does.
Yeah.
So it truly, like we said before, he's like an alter ego of Steven. So
right.
So anyway, so they're going along, and it comes to a point where he's got to fight this big.
I don't know.
It's a big gargoyle.
It's like a mixture between a gargoyle, and a dog. Garg dog.
And it's probably a derivative of some Egyptian sentry, an old ancient, evil type sentry. Anyway, so he's fighting it, and she's like, "Hey, put on the suit," and then Mark's like, put on the suit, and he's like, what are you talking about? So he's thinking about it, but the funny part about it is he's like, okay, I'm going to put this suit on. He dons this suit, and if you remember the original Moon Knight suit, it's got the cape, kind of looks like a Batman, but it looks like, what did you say? You said,
I said it looked like... It looks like a mummification. You know how they wrap the mummy in the bandages? So it looks like that with a cape. And it's got two like gold moons on it or something that he uses them to fight with. He'll rip them off. I think that's very cool, by the way. He'll rip those off to fight with. So he's they're like telling him all the time, put on his wife, Layla, put on the suit, she's saying out loud. Mark's in the head saying, dude, put on this suit. He's going to kill you. This dog monster's going to kill you. So he's falling out the window. And he's like, okay, the suit. And he falls.
And he puts on a suit, but it's like he's like like a pimped out mummy or something. It's just so it's not the Moon Knight suit, but it looks like
it's like a real suit with the tie, a vest, like a three-piece suit,
like a English gentleman might wear. An English gentleman mummy might wear.
An English gentleman suit, and he's got a mask on, but it's like and gloves. It does. It looks like a suit that you would wear in a Kentucky Derby or something.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and it has the vest and everything. So
that was the irony, and of course then the issue is going to be, okay, well, Mark's like, look, you can't. He's fighting the guy. Steven's fighting the guy, or the creature, we'll call it.
the creature. Yeah.
And he goes, oh, you can't. You're not winning. You can't win this thing. Give me control of your body. And this is where that inner turmoil between the two keeps surfacing. Hey.
So Steven says, no, I can handle it. So he takes off a jacket, pulls up his sleeves, like, come on, I got you now. I got you, like a street fight.
Yeah. And the irony, the other irony is that the people in the crowd, is tracking all these people, and they're like, man, he's a drunk crazy man. They can't see him fighting the creature.
Exactly.
And I don't know, does Layla?
No, remember, Layla can't see it.
She can't see it either, right?
Well, she saw it when she cracked the bottle over his head, and she was able to see. But no one can see
except
it.
Except him. Steve and Mark.
So he's like, yeah, come on, I'm gonna get it. So Steven's trying to fight himself, but he lands one good punch, and the guy's flying all over the place. Well, the monster flies away. And then he fights him again, and they get hit by this car, and he's climbing on top of the bus. And you can see Mark's reflection. And he says, that was a pretty good punch. But he's like, look around you. Some of these people can get hurt, really. So let me take control so I can get the monster out of here. So he did. But it was just so funny, the kind of suit. So when Mark took over, he put on the real Moon Knight suit with the cape and the hood and everything.
Still looked like a mummy. He still had that gray appearance, and he goes up to the top of this building, and monster, of course, foolishly for it, follows him, and he pulls him down, and we won't tell you what happens with that, but but Stephen, I think the thing that came out for me was that Stephen learned something that night, that despite Mark's promise to revert control back to Stephen, he didn't do it.
Well, see, and that was the end.
Yeah.
That was the end. So let me tell you a little bit about that end. What I got from it is that, there were two individuals, and we found out the reason why Mark became the Moon Knight. He was trying to save himself. It seems like he may have been a soldier, and the moon god saved him.
He was like near death or something.
Right, exactly. And he said, because I saved you, you have to serve me. So
you owe me.
Yeah,
and I'll let you go eventually, but we don't know when that's supposed to be.
But listen, Harrod said, when he was talking to Stephen, he told him that you can't trust that God, because he's going to use you up.
Khonshu.
Yeah, Khonshu. And then you saw some of that at the end when he was talking to Mark. He was like, I own you. If I don't own you, I may own somebody else. And Mark thinks that it may be his wife. So is this Khonshu a really good God? Don't seem like it. It seems like they may have to choose the lesser of the two evils, right?
And sometimes you can feel like that. Do I go this path, or do I go this other path? Well, I may have to choose the better of the two evils.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to learning more about this. And the end, they woke up and they were in Egypt. Stephen was still in the reflective mirror, and Mark was on the outside. So, you guys, listen, we've taken up enough of your time. If you like this sort of thing, please like and subscribe. Join the conversation.
Let us know what you think of the series so far. We're too into it. Like I said, by the time you see this, it'll probably be, I think we'll be at episode 4 or 5 by that time.
By that time. We're running behind, but we'd like to be behind just a little bit to kind of give you guys a chance to watch it, then watch us and chime in. Speaking of that, chat with us about what you know about Moon Knight, because we don't know a lot about it, but we're enjoying this series.
We are. I just want to see what's going to happen. Is Mark going to reign supreme? Is Stephen going to reign supreme?
Is Stephen going to get out of that reflective thing? Oh, last thing, Mark said that it's becoming harder for the person that's not in control of the body to get control again. So
yeah.
I don't know. So we'll have to see how Stephen can gain control again. But you guys, this has gotten over our minutes. We didn't want to make it too long, but we miss you guys, and we just wanted to fill you in on everything that's going on. And hey, that's all we have from now. My name is Kathy.
My name's Tom.
And we're the Marvelous Donohues, and we will see you next time.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.